Good morning, YouTubers. So, just an update on this skid steer, this Chinese skid steer and the Chinese brush cutter that I'm using. Uh, so I've been doing some work down on my property. This is my dad's property right here. So to be honest, I haven't had any problems that a lot of people talk about with this machine. Now I did change the hydraulic fluid to the AR46 hydraulic fluid. It thickened it up, and the controls seem to be manageable. You still got to be sensitive on these machines because they are a little jumpy. There's times that mine will jump around a little bit, but just let go of the sticks and then just get your mind set on just being careful. Just easily go into raising and lowering and tilting and going forward and whatnot. It doesn't seem to. I don't seem to have as many problems now that I did when I first started driving it, operating it. There are some other things I would like to improve. Maybe try to adjust the regulator or whatever, the hydraulic regulator, to see if I can't smooth it out a little more. But I'm not going to mess with that because I don't want to interfere with how well it's running this mower deck. It's actually running it pretty good. Now, one thing to say, when you're in motion, it does pull hydraulics from the blade, so it slows down. Sometimes you won't be able to even move. So what I do then is I just kind of throttle back on the mower deck when I'm moving towards something I want to cut, and then I just lay into it, and it'll usually keep moving and it'll cut, just not very fast. So you got to be patient with this thing. It is for the money that you pay for this machine, and picking up these mowers for, I don't know. I got mine for $800. It was used, and what was cool is the guy already did all the updates on it. So all the stuff that you see online about these breaking and all that. So far, I've only broke a blade. So right now, I'm waiting on a new blade to come in. So once my blades come in, then I'll put them on. I'll be back down there working some more. But I haven't had any issues with these components up here, the gearbox, the motor. Some slight seepage leaking. I might have to redo all that later, but I'm not worried about it right now. Just gonna run it. For the machines updates that I've done to this, I did make this 1/4-inch shatterproof, whatever you want to call it, front door for it, which I'm glad because I've already had a few sticks try to freaking come at me. I won't want to put a light bar, just a skinny, slim light bar up here so that I can actually have these lights, where I can use them. But because of this, I have to have them up until I get a new light for it. So the fan, so I was out, the first time I was using it, I was out using it and it started overheating. And I was like, what the heck is going on? The hydraulics got really freaking hot. And the light was going off and the beeper was going off. And I was like, all right, well, I'll shut it down. Turn the key on, I walk back here, and freaking no power to the fan at all. So what I did is there's a, I don't know if you can see it, but right up there, there's a fan switch on the far left. That actually goes to this wire right here. That's so that you can have an inside cab fan. Okay, when I first got it, I thought that switch went to that fan. No, it goes to this wire right here. So what I did is I ran a ground. I grounded it to the engine block, and then I ran the hot wire up through the hole, and I tapped it into this wire right here. So now that fan works this just fine, and it also turns off. If you turn the key off, it still shuts off. So when you start it up, if that switch ain't on, then your fan's not going to run. But the power gets cut off completely when you turn it off. So if you forget it on, it's not a big deal. It'll just turn off. So that works out. That's like the only updates I've done to it. Changed the oil and the hydraulic fluid to the AR40, and just be sensitive on the controls. You'll have to practice quite a bit, you know, because once you get more comfortable with the machine, you create some little bit of muscle memory to remember, you know, just be sensitive with it. It's just like any other machinery. Smoother is better, you know. You don't have to be fast. You just have to just practice and get good at it. So that's pretty much all I can think of at the moment. I don't like these grease zerks, so I'm going to change these out once I get some ordered. But I do have a little tip that you put on here to grease them, so it works. So I've just been using them. Other than that, these tires, you know, they don't help with the bouncing, you know. Like down there where I'm working, there's a lot of freaking rocks, like everywhere. And these tires, every time they hit a rock or the machine hits a rock, it wants to freaking jump, which you can see in some of my video that I'm having to snake around and try to maneuver around all these stupid rocks. But one thing I don't know about you guys, if you found out that a lot of the attachments when you go to mount up seem to be not cut back far enough to where the pins won't drop through. So like on this, I couldn't get it to attach. I had to freaking take a grinder and grind this pocket back about 1/4 of an inch before my pins would drop through. Now, I don't know, maybe there's some other trick, but that's what I did. I didn't ruin it or anything, it just sucks that you have to freaking modify an attachment just to get it to freaking lock. I mean, you can see, I'll show you, you can see how close that pin is. And you can see where I grinded it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's pretty close. But I just ground it back, and then the pin dropped through. All right, so that's it for now. I'm about ready to take it off the trailer and clean it up a little bit because it's getting pretty dusty. And that's one other thing you guys want to watch out for is all the dust collecting up in there clogs up that filter. And what I found out is it was acting like it was when it gets warmed up. It's not so bad. It's fine when it's cold. It'll start up, but when it's warmed up and the airflow is getting restricted from that dust clogging up in that filter, it acts like it's being choked all the time. So sometimes it'll be hard to start. Yeah, just clean that filter regularly, because that's what I ran into. I've had to clean it like 3 times now. It just clogs up with dirt and shit. It's a really poor freaking place to put a freaking intake. It just all the dust and air goes through these holes and stuff and gets inside there and collects up. You can see kind of how dirty it is right now. I need to give it a good cleaning before I go back down there and start working again. But well, if I come up with any other updates or anything, like any other issues that I run into, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Okay, so all right, well, we're gonna stop it for right now, and then I'll see you guys when I get back down there and start cutting again. Okay, all right.